Can you believe it? 150 facts about the #1 hyperactive knuckle-headed ninja. Crazy, right? But not impossible. With all of the love the Naruto series has received over the years, it was tough to whittle this down to just 150. From info about how the series got made, to things you might not know about the feature-length movies, to video game facts and more. This is a super comprehensive list of facts about everyone's favorite ninja. Let's get started. Number 1. Naruto was never supposed to be about ninjas at all. In fact, Masashi Kishimoto's first pitch to his editors was a story about a young apprentice working in a ramen shop. Kishimoto loved a local ramen joint during college and initially wrote Naruto as a tale of a kid learning the ramen trade under an old master. Unsurprisingly, Shonen Jump rejected that concept. It lacked the action and excitement they wanted, but not all was lost from this early draft. Kishimoto salvaged the name Naruto, inspired by Naruto Maki, those swirly fish cake slices in ramen, for his new protagonist, and even Naruto's signature obsession with ramen is a legacy of that scrapped cooking story. In other words, Naruto literally started in a bowl of ramen before becoming a ninja. Number 2. When his ramen idea fell through, Kishimoto created a one-shot manga in 1997 about a boy named Naruto who was actually the nine-tailed demon fox in human form. This original pilot chapter, often called Naruto Chapter 0, was wildly different from the Naruto we know. It was set in the modern world, complete with cars, guns, and even a murder mystery. Naruto, the character, was a lonely fox spirit disguised as a kid, despised because his father, the fox demon, had attacked a village. He could transform into a fox and used his tails to fight. The pilot's plot had Naruto solving a crime in a big city, befriending a painter, and even getting drunk. Number 3. While this early Naruto could shapeshift and had a mischievous streak like the final version, there were no hidden villages or shinobi clans. It was more of an urban fantasy. Ultimately, Kishimoto decided to retool the concept into a proper ninja story set in a traditional village. He turned the fox boy into a human Jinchuriki, or host of the demon fox, kept the name Naruto, and built a whole new shinobi world around the idea. Number 4. Like many shonen creators of his generation, Kishimoto was heavily inspired by Akira Toriyama's Dragon Ball. He grew up reading Dragon Ball and said it taught him what entertainment is in manga. Toriyama's work influenced not just Kishimoto's art style, but his storytelling. The balance of humor and serious drama in Dragon Ball was something he emulated. Number 5. Kishimoto adored Toriyama's characters, especially Goku and Arale, and even noted that Naruto is in some ways an homage to Goku. The two heroes share a boisterous, pure-hearted personality and an underdog charm. Kishimoto has called Toriyama a master, and joked that Dragon Ball was like the Beatles of manga. Nearly every shonen author is influenced by it. Number 6. Kishimoto later contributed a message for Dragon Ball's 30th anniversary and even did a crossover where Naruto meets Goku in a one-shot chapter. The explosive battles, quirky humor, and heartfelt friendships in Naruto carry on Dragon Ball's legacy, just dressed in ninja attire. Number 7. In early Naruto chapters and the first anime episodes, you'll notice young Naruto wears goggles on his forehead instead of a ninja headband. This wasn't just a fashion choice. Kishimoto originally gave Naruto goggles to emphasize his mischievous kid-like nature. However, he quickly ran into a problem. Drawing those detailed goggles over and over was a pain. Kishimoto admitted he found Naruto's pilot goggles too cumbersome to draw on a weekly schedule. Number 8. Kishimoto came up with a solution to this goggle issue that became one of the series' most iconic elements, the forehead protector headband. By chapter 2 of the manga, Kishimoto introduced the metal-plated headbands as standard ninja gear. These were far simpler and more quick to sketch than intricate goggles. In universe, the headband shows a ninja's allegiance with each village's symbol, but behind the scenes, it was a time-saving trick by the artist. Ironically, what started as Kishimoto's shortcut became one of the most recognizable symbols of the franchise. Fans worldwide cosplay with Konoha headbands thanks to this lazy move that turned into genius. Number 9. Naruto didn't spring fully formed from Kishimoto's mind. His first editor, Kosuke Yahagi, had enormous influence on the series' early development. Yahagi gave Kishimoto pivotal suggestions that changed Naruto's course. For one, Yahagi insisted Kishimoto create a rival character for Naruto. Thus, Sasuke Uchiha was born. Originally, Naruto wasn't going to have a peer rival so soon, but Yahagi knew the trope was so popular and pushed for Sasuke's inclusion. Number 10. Another Yahagi directive. Make the first arc exciting. Kishimoto's initial draft was mostly introduction, so Yahagi pushed for a dangerous mission early on. This led to the Land of Waves arc with Zabuza and Haku. Number 11. Some of Yahagi's feedback was downright wild. Kishimoto once revealed that early in drafts he toyed with having the third Hokage and other teachers be talking animals. Yahagi firmly vetoed that. Imagine a Hokage dog or turtle sensei. It nearly happened until Yahagi said no. Of course, this idea would come back later with the idea of animal sages. Number 12. Yahagi also advised Kishimoto to standardize jutsu names rather than one-off terms, and he even helped name characters. Zabuza Momochi was originally going to be Momotaro, but Yahagi found a cooler name. Gaara was initially Kotaro before Yahagi's input. Thanks to this editor-author collaboration, Naruto's early volumes were tightly paced and full of now classic elements. Kishimoto openly said many of these changes saved the manga. So while Kishimoto dreamed up Naruto's world, we partly have his editor to thank for Sasuke, Zabuza, the Chunin exams concept, and more. A real-life Irika-sensei guiding Kishimoto in those crucial early days. Number 13. Another major change from draft to final, Naruto himself was originally the Nine-Tails in disguise. In Kishimoto's first concept, the previously talked about pilot, Naruto wasn't the human jailer of the Nine-Tails, he was the nine-tailed fox spirit. The idea was that Naruto was the fox's son, or a transmorgified version of it. Kishimoto initially continued with this idea while planning the series, but his editor suggested making Naruto a human with the fox sealed inside for more empathy. Thus, Naruto became a mortal Jinchuriki, with the fox spirit sealed in his navel by the fourth Hokage. This created more drama and sympathy for Naruto, being ostracized due to the demon within him rather than literally being a demon. Number 14. Interestingly, remnants of the old idea remain. Naruto's surname Uzumaki means spiral, referencing the whirlpool seal on his belly and his mother's whirlpool village heritage. His whisker-like face marks and prankster nature also hint at the fox inside. In an alternate timeline, Naruto could have been a kitsune trickster boy, but by making him human, Kishimoto grounded the story and set up the emotional journey of an outcast seeking acceptance. It was a change that truly unlocked the heart of the series. Number 15. Kishimoto chose the name Naruto for his hero for a couple of clever reasons. In Japanese, Naruto refers to a whirlpool, but it's also the name of the swirly fish cake found in ramen that we mentioned earlier. Kishimoto loved the name tied to the ramen theme and carried the imagery of spirals, which he made a recurring motif. The swirl on Naruto's jacket, the Uzumaki clan symbol, the Rasengan swirl shape, and more. Number 16. There's also a neat in-story reason. In Naruto's world, Jiraiya wrote a novel called Tale of the Utterly Gutsy Shinobi, featuring a fictional ninja named Naruto. The fourth Hokage, Minato Namikaze, loved that book and decided to name his own son after its hero, effectively making Jiraiya Naruto's godfather. So Naruto is named after a character in-universe who was named after a ramen topping. Minato hoped his son would grow up as gutsy as the novel's hero, and indeed, Naruto embodied that never-give-up spirit. Thus, Naruto's name symbolizes both his link to Jiraiya, the previous generation's hopes, and the swirling destiny of his clan. And of course, it ensured Naruto would always have a fondness for ramen. Number 17. Kishimoto has mentioned Sasuke is one of his favorite characters to write because of his complexity. He even said Naruto and Sasuke progress as a pair, like yin and yang, writing their stories in tandem. From the classroom competitions to the epic clashes at the Valley of the End, Naruto's journey is intertwined with Sasuke's. Number 18. When designing Sasuke, Kishimoto gave him cool traits to contrast Naruto. For example, Sasuke rarely uses catchphrases or goofy humor. Kishimoto noted he put a lot of thought into Sasuke's eyes, making them sharp and brooding, whereas Naruto's are big and expressive, a subtle visual yin-yang. Number 19. As Kishimoto developed the supporting cast, designs evolved significantly. Kakashi Hatake was always the laid-back, mask-wearing mentor, but Kishimoto originally drew him with a face-covering scarf and even considered giving him a talking ninken partner in every scene. That was later toned down. Kakashi's ninken, like Pakun, only appear when summoned, which made Kakashi more of a lone wolf teacher. Number 20. Sakura Haruno was designed to be a realistic girl, and Kishimoto admits early Sakura was intentionally not cute or very likable. She nagged Naruto and had an immature crush, reflecting real middle school dynamics. Kishimoto once called her an irritating character initially. He wanted to portray a heroine with flaws who could grow. Over time, Sakura does grow, strong and compassionate. By Shippuden, she's a top-tier medical nin and earns the village's respect. Number 21. Kishimoto's personal favorite female character ended up being Hinata Hyuga, perhaps because of her quiet strength and the big moments he gave her, like standing up to pain. Number 22. Kishimoto first thought of focusing on Naruto doing missions with different classmates across arcs, but his editor urged introducing many ninja at once via the Chunin exams to quickly expand the world. That's why we meet the entire Konoha 11 and several Sand Ninja in one mega arc. Kishimoto confessed that designing so many characters at once was exhausting. He even asked staff to help brainstorming designs. Number 23. Rock Lee and Might Guy's iconic bowl cuts and thick eyebrows partly came from a really weird-looking toy keychain Kishimoto's editor had. They doodled a caricature based on it, and it evolved into Guy and Lee's distinctive look. By the end of the Chunin exams, Kishimoto had an ensemble cast to use in all sorts of ways, and fans had a lineup of beloved characters beyond Naruto himself. Number 24. The fearsome Kyuubi, or nine-tailed fox, that attacks Konoha in Chapter 1 wasn't drawn by Kishimoto alone. Early in serialization, Kishimoto was still finding his style, and often relied on assistant artists for backgrounds and even some creature designs. An assistant helped refine the Ninetales' look. Kishimoto based it on the kitsune of Japanese lore. Fiery fur, malevolent grin, but he exaggerated the tails and gave it demonic features like a body made of swirling chakra. Initially, he considered making the Ninetales more of an abstract spirit, or just a massive natural disaster, but he realized a giant fox battling the Hokage would be far more visually exciting. Number 25. As the series progressed, the Ninetales, later named Kurama, became a full-fledged character. Kishimoto drew Kurama's chakra as bubbling, inky darkness, almost like living malice, which set the tone for how Tailed Beast's chakra is depicted, thick, corrosive, and red-orange in color. He cited the manga Akira as an inspiration for the idea of an internal power that can run wild. Naruto's struggle to control Kurama is akin to Tetsuo's power in Akira. By series' end, the Ninetales transformed from a symbol of evil into Naruto's begrudging ally and friend. It's a testament to Kishimoto's storytelling that a monster introduced as a mindless force of nature evolved into a snarky partner with its own personality. Not bad for a giant fox that started out as an art assignment for the newbie manga author and his team. Number 26. Kishimoto has openly admitted that in the beginning he often introduced concepts without a concrete plan, essentially bluffing and figuring he'd explain them later. For example, the idea of Kekkei Genkai, or bloodline limits, and the Uchiha Sharingan were added in the Zabuza arc to make Kakashi and Haku more intriguing, before Kishimoto had fully worked out the Uchiha backstory or bloodline mechanics. He was pleasantly surprised by how much he could expand those concepts later. The eye technique notion evolved into a huge Uchiha lore, and Haku's ice mirrors opened the door for other inherited jutsu types. Number 27. Early Naruto is full of what fans call retroactive foreshadowing, things not planned from the start, but later woven seamlessly into the narrative. A great example is the Akatsuki. When Itachi and Kisame first appear in Part 1, Kishimoto only had a rough idea of the group. The full roster and their goals weren't nailed down until Part 2. He literally drew shadowy Akatsuki figures with no designs decided, then later assigned names and backstories to each, painstakingly ensuring their silhouettes in that early scene still fit the final designs. Number 28. Characters like Itachi and Gaara became far more popular than Kishimoto expected, which encouraged him to flesh out their stories beyond his initial intent. Gaara, introduced as a dark mirror to Naruto, ends up a Kazekage with a rich redemption arc. Itachi, initially a villain, turns out to be a tragic hero undercover. These twists weren't all planned from the start. Kishimoto was just very skilled at connecting the dots in hindsight. So whenever you reread Naruto and notice how neatly something in part 1 ties into part 2, remember, some of those seeds were Kishimoto flying by the seat of his pants, later nurtured into full bloom. A little bluffing plus a lot of creative thinking made the story feel like a master plan all along. Number 29. Naruto's trademark verbal tic, datebayo, is a nonsense phrase Kishimoto invented to give Naruto a quirky way of speaking. It doesn't literally translate to anything. It's basically emphatic gibberish that makes Naruto's dialogue instantly recognizable. Kishimoto said he came up with it to make Naruto seem uncultured and brash, like a kid who hasn't quite learned how to talk politely. In Japanese, ending a sentence with tebayo is extremely informal, almost like, you know, or believe me at the end of every sentence. Number 30. The English dub famously rendered datebayo as believe it in early episodes. This was done so Naruto's mouth movements would sync in English and to convey the same assertive tone. Western fans quickly latched on to believe it as Naruto's catchphrase, although the English dub dropped the phrase after the first arc. In Japanese, Naruto keeps saying datebayo throughout Naruto and Shippuden, and interestingly, he inherited this quirk from his mother, Kushina, who used a feminine variant, datebane. Naruto's son Boruto occasionally says datebasa, showing the family trait continues, to Naruto's mild embarrassment. Love it or hate it, datebayo perfectly encapsulates Naruto's loud, unabashed personality. Kishimoto once joked that he didn't expect Western fans to latch on to believe it the way that they did, but was happy Naruto's exuberance came across universally. It's similar to other anime verbal tics like Luffy's Dazo in One Piece, a linguistic signature of our hyperactive hero. Number 31. The legendary three ninja, Jiraiya, Tsunade, and Orochimaru, aren't just Kishimoto's inventions. Their names and roles come straight from a famous Japanese folktale. Kishimoto drew from the Edo period story Jiraiya Goketsu Monogatari, the tale of the gallant Jiraiya, in which Jiraiya is a toad magic user, Tsunade is a slug tamer, and Orochimaru is an evil snake sorcerer. Sound familiar? Naruto's Sannin pay homage to those roles. Jiraiya summons toads, Tsunade slugs, and Orochimaru favors snakes. Even their names are identical to the folktale characters. Orochimaru is literally the villain's name in the legend. Kishimoto, who loves incorporating mythology, thought it would be fun to introduce this slug versus snake versus toad dynamic. In Japanese myth, each of those creatures has a weakness to another. Slug beats snake, snake beats toad, toad beats slug, creating a rock, paper, scissors of summons. Naruto doesn't play this out explicitly, but we do get a three-way deadlock in the Sannin battle of part 1. Number 32. Tsunade's slug magic in folklore included healing elixirs, which likely influenced Kishimoto to make Tsunade a medical nin. By using these folktale inspirations, Kishimoto added a layer of cultural depth that Japanese readers would not at, while international fans just enjoyed three awesome mentors with thematic summons. Number 33. The Sannin legend also foreshadows how their paths diverge. One returns to lead, Tsunade, one falls to darkness, Orochimaru, and one roams as a free spirit, Jiraiya. It's a brilliant blend of real myth with original story, turning the old tale of gallant Jiraiya into Naruto's pervy sage, slug princess, and snake villain. Number 34. The bowl-cut hair, the bushy brows, the iconic jumpsuit. If Rock Lee reminds you of a certain martial arts legend, it's no coincidence. Rock Lee is essentially a loving homage to Bruce Lee. In fact, he even shares Bruce Lee's birthday, November 27th, and mostly his name. Kishimoto designed Rock Lee and his teacher Might Guy to embody old-school kung fu vibes. Lee's trademark green jumpsuit is a nod to Bruce Lee's famous yellow jumpsuit from Game of Death. Change the color and add leg warmers and you've got Rock Lee. Number 35. The scene where Rock Lee drops his ankle weights during the Chunin exams is a classic martial arts trope, weighted training, and Lee's unbelievable speed and gravity-defying kicks would fit right into a Bruce Lee film. Kishimoto has said he created Rock Lee to represent hard work over natural genius, making him a sort of underdog taijutsu-only specialist with zero ninjutsu, analogous to how Bruce Lee, a human with no special effects, became a legend through sheer skill. Even Rock Lee's injury and recovery arc mirrors Bruce Lee's real-life back injury and triumphant return to martial arts. Number 36. Rock Lee's name in Japanese is Rokuri, which sounds like Rocky. Indeed, Rock Lee is the Rocky Balboa of the ninja world, the guy who triumphs by training 500 times harder than everyone else. Might Guy's name basically means mighty guy, reflecting his over-the-top enthusiasm, which Kishimoto modeled after shonen sports manga coaches and arguably the loud bravado of characters like some Bruce Lee imitators. The duo's relationship, eternal optimistic mentor and hardworking student, is one big martial arts genre tribute. From Lee's signature nunchaku-like lotus move to Guy's Bruce Lee-esque battle cries, the spirit of Bruce Lee lives in Konoha's Green Beast. Number 37. In one of the Naruto SD comedies, Lee's favorite food is listed as curry rice, a tongue-in-cheek nod to Bruce Lee's curry. There's a Japanese curry restaurant chain that uses Bruce Lee imagery. Number 38. Naruto's favorite ramen shop, Ichiraku Ramen, isn't just a fictional place. It was inspired by a real ramen restaurant. In Fukuoka, Japan, near Kyushu Sangyo University, where Kishimoto went to college, there was a little ramen joint called Ichiraku that Kishimoto frequented. He loved their tonkotsu or pork broth ramen so much that he immortalized the shop in his manga. In the Naruto story, Ichiraku Ramen, run by Teuchi and his daughter Ayame, is Naruto's go-to comfort spot. Kishimoto commented that his college days in Fukuoka likely influenced Naruto's love of ramen. Number 39. The real-life Ichiraku was located near the university and became a pilgrimage site for fans. Though that particular location closed in 2014, other Ichiraku branches still exist in Fukuoka, and they've embraced Naruto's fame. There's even a full replica of Ichiraku Ramen in the Naruto theme park on Awaji Island, where you can sit and eat a bowl in a recreation of Konoha's street. Number 40. In one of the final chapters, when Naruto becomes Hokage, his face is carved on the mountain, and he jokes his next dream is to eat at Ichiraku without waiting in line. Some things never change. Number 41. The Naruto anime is as famous for its music as it is for its story, especially the opening theme songs that kick off each episode. Over its run, Naruto and Shippuden had 20 different opening songs, many of which became anthems for anime fans. The bands behind them were often popular rock outfits in Japan, bringing Naruto some serious J-rock cred. For example, Asian Kung Fu Generation's Haruka Kanata, opening 2, and Flow's Go, opening 4, are widely beloved. The latter's "We Are Fighting Dreamers" chorus practically defined Naruto's generation. These songs are not only super catchy, but their lyrics often eerily match Naruto's themes. Bluebird by Ikimono Gakari, Shippuden opening 3, sings of aspirations and freedom, fitting as Naruto soars into the Shippuden era chasing Sasuke. Number 42. The animators put a ton of effort into the visuals for each opening, often foreshadowing upcoming arcs or revealing character moments. Remember the silhouette of older Sasuke versus Naruto clashing in the rain in Sign by Flow, the opening 6 for Shippuden? That gave fans chills, teasing their reunion fight. Another example, Silhouette by Kanabun, Shippuden opening 16, shows Naruto running through the years alongside younger versions of himself and his friends. It was the perfect nostalgia bomb as the series neared its climax. These songs transcended the show. Naruto's OST albums topped charts, and bands found new international audiences. You'll still hear Naruto songs belted out at karaoke or played at anime conventions to instant crowd hype. Number 43. When Naruto first aired in the US on Cartoon Network, they initially replaced the Japanese opening with an English-made rap song. It wasn't well received, and soon they switched to using the original Japanese themes, a testament to how iconic the music had become. By the end of Shippuden, the final opening lines by Shippuden, opening 20, emotionally shows the journey from Team 7's early years to the final war, bringing everything full circle. For many fans, hearing any Naruto opening track instantly brings back a flood of memories, of tuning in each week, hyped for the episode. Number 44. The Naruto anime's popularity was a double-edged sword. It caught up with the manga storyline fast, resulting in the infamous filler arcs. In the original Naruto series, Part 1, after Sasuke's defection, the anime had to stall for time while waiting for Kishimoto to produce more chapters. The result was about 90 episodes of anime original stories at the end of Part 1. Roughly 40% of the back half of the series is filler. These included missions like Naruto befriending Condor the Ninja Ostrich, a visit to the Land of Tea for a race, the Star Village arc with a mysterious meteor, and a goofy episode where they try to see Kakashi's face, which was so popular Kishimoto later made a similar manga omake. While these episodes don't affect the main plot, they did flesh out side characters and often provided much needed comic relief. Number 45. Of course, not all filler episodes were gems. Many fans dreaded stretches like the Three Tails arc in Shippuden, which dragged on. Guides listing which episodes to skip popped up to help viewers navigate. Shippuden also added filler between major arcs, like a lengthy Kakashi Anbu backstory arc, which was actually quite good and incorporated novel content. Number 46. In total, across Naruto and Shippuden, over 200 episodes are anime original. Love them or hate them, these fillers kept Naruto on air non-stop and even introduced concepts Kishimoto later adapted, like the idea of Sora having Nine-Tails chakra in filler, possibly inspiring how Boruto handles Momoshiki's spirit. So if you ever marathon Naruto and wonder why our heroes are hunting down a haunted ghost castle or helping in a peddler's gastronomic adventures, just know it was the price to pay to avoid a hiatus and keep the will of fire burning on TV. Number 47. For 15 years, fans wondered what Kakashi Hatake looked like under his signature mask. It became one of Naruto's longest-running gags that Kakashi's full face was never shown. In the manga and anime, his mask stayed on, aside from his lone visible eye. We've already mentioned the time Team 7 devoted a whole filler episode to trying to see Kakashi's face. The mystery persisted until 2015, when Kishimoto finally revealed Kakashi's face in a treat for fans. In a special manga booklet given out at the Naruto exhibit in Japan, there's a story where Kakashi disguises himself as a photographer and, ta-da, we see him unmasked. It turns out Kakashi is, unsurprisingly, handsome. He has a narrow jaw, a small mole on his chin, and a relaxed smile. No buck teeth or cartoonish lips as Team 7's imaginations feared. Number 48. Prior to this official reveal, the anime teased us. In one episode, Kakashi pulls down his mask to eat ramen, but he's wearing another mask underneath, trolling both Team 7 and the audience. Kishimoto enjoyed keeping Kakashi's face hidden as long as possible to stoke fan curiosity, and maybe because drawing a cool mask was easier than a mouth in every panel. In universe, Kakashi jokingly told Team 7 he keeps the mask to prevent nosebleeds when reading his pervy books, but in reality it's just part of his aloof coolness. When images of Kakashi's true face from the exhibit booklet hit the internet, fans went wild. What's funny is that within Naruto's world, characters who have seen Kakashi's face, like Teuchi at Ichiraku, comment that he's quite attractive, a detail the manga slipped in as early as the Kakashi Gaiden chapters. So Kishimoto always intended Kakashi to be good looking. The face reveal was a satisfying end to a light-hearted mystery. It didn't change the story, but it gave everyone closure on one of anime's silliest and most fun questions. And of course, plenty of fans prefer him with the mask on. Number 49. The villainous Akatsuki organization sports one of anime's most iconic uniforms, black cloaks with red clouds. These blood-red clouds actually have a meaning rooted in Naruto's lore. They symbolize the rain of blood that fell on Amagakure during its many civil wars. The founding Akatsuki members, Yahiko, Nagato, and Konin, grew up in the Rain Village, a battleground of the Great Nations, and they witnessed literally red-tinted rain as blood mixed with water in their war-torn home. The red cloud was originally worn as a symbol of their desire to stop the bloodshed falling on the Land of Rain. Of course, as the Akatsuki's methods twisted, the cloak and red cloud took on a darker significance, the blood they would spill to achieve peace on their terms. It's poetic and chilling that the uniform carries that history. Number 50. Kishimoto wanted the Akatsuki to be visually striking and easy to cosplay. Each member also wears a unique ring and has nail polish, little touches Kishimoto added to give them an eerie cohesion. But the cloaks are the real showstopper. They're actually inspired by yukata or summer kimono designs, giving the Akatsuki a traditional yet otherworldly vibe. Number 51. The anime team sometimes had the red clouds sway or blur to indicate motion, adding to the almost supernatural presence of Akatsuki members. The cloak is so popular that years later, the Boruto series introduced a new villain group, Kara, with similar long black cloaks, minus the clouds. Number 52. Naruto's first major arc, The Land of Waves, surprised many with how dark and emotional it was, and that was fully intentional. Kishimoto wanted to show off a Jonin-level threat right off the bat to establish the dangerous world of ninja beyond Konoha. Enter Zabuza Momochi, the demon of the hidden mist, and his partner Haku. As we touched on earlier, this arc wasn't even in Kishimoto's very first outline. It came about after editor Yahagi said the story needed high stakes early. Kishimoto created Zabuza as a truly lethal foe to contrast with the Kiddie Academy antics from the first chapters. In doing so, he also introduced important world building. Keikai Genkai, through Haku's ice mirrors, the brutal hidden mist graduation, and the bingo book concept of missing Nin. Number 53. In addition to setting up cool concepts for later, like the 7 Ninja Swordsmen and Keikai Genkai, the Zabuza saga proved Naruto wasn't afraid to be tragic. The poignant death of Haku, and Zabuza's dying acknowledgement that Haku was precious to him, left many early readers in tears. This told everyone that Naruto, despite its goofy prankster hero and humor, had a heart that could break. That balance of intense ninja action and emotional storytelling became a hallmark of the series. Kishimoto has said he's extremely proud of how the Land of Waves arc turned out. Even years later, fans rank Zabuza and Haku's story among the most moving moments in Naruto. By starting Naruto's first real mission with such a powerful tale of loyalty, love, and the cycle of violence, Kishimoto essentially laid down the gauntlet. This is the level of depth you can expect. It set the tone for the entire series and hooked readers who realized Naruto was going to be much more than a simple Ninja of the Week adventure. Number 54. The Naruto anime's soundtrack is instantly recognizable, a unique blend of traditional Japanese instruments with modern rock and synth. In Part 1, the music was composed by Toshio Masuda. He gave us memorable tracks like Rising Fighting Spirit, with its stirring electric guitar and flute, and softer pieces like Loneliness, with vocals that tug at the heartstrings during sad flashbacks. Masuda's score often mixed in sounds of shakuhachi flutes, shamisen, and taiko drums with contemporary beats, establishing Naruto's East meets West oral identity. Number 55. When Naruto Shippuden launched in 2007, the producers decided to shift tone with a new composer, Yasuharu Takanashi. Takanashi's music was generally heavier and darker to match Shippuden's more mature themes. He introduced choir chants and more dramatic orchestration. For example, Shippuden's Pain Invasion arc features the track Girei, basically a chilling Gregorian chant that plays as pain decimates Konoha. It became one of anime's most iconic villain themes. Takahashi also used unique percussion. Listen for those booming drums and you'll know a serious fight's on. Number 56. Takanashi created an Akatsuki musical motif using a biwa riff to give them an ominous but ancient feel. Number 57. Naruto's OST is so beloved that in 2019 and 2022, there were live orchestra concerts in cities like Paris, celebrating the music of Naruto, with fans humming along to themes like sadness and sorrow. Takanashi went on to continue scoring Boruto, blending some classic motifs with new melodies. Whether it's the early days' playful tune, the Rising Spirit, or the War Arc's epic Niwaka Ame, the music of Naruto has a special place in fans' hearts. Number 58. The fourth great ninja war in Naruto Shippuden is the longest arc in the entire series, and in the anime it almost felt as long as an actual war. In universe, the war spans only a couple of days, but the anime devoted about 200 episodes to it, nearly 4 years of real time with breaks. It became a bit of a fandom joke. The Naruto war arc lasted longer than some actual wars. Number 59. This grand finale arc features literally every character on the battlefield and wraps up numerous story threads. Kishimoto has said planning a war with so many moving parts was incredibly challenging. He had to juggle dozens of characters' fights and resolutions. He drew inspiration from actual war histories. For instance, the idea of the Allied shinobi forces united from all nations was like an answer to the long Ninja World War cycle, akin to a Ninja United Nations army. Number 60. The arc delivered huge moments, Naruto meeting his father Minato and finally fighting side by side. The reveal of Toby as Obito Uchiha, chapter 599 caused an internet meltdown the day it dropped, Madara Uchiha's epic entrance where he took down an entire battalion solo, which nearly broke the internet again when the episode aired, thanks to the beautiful animation. The war also had emotional highs, like the farewell of characters from the past, and of course some heart-wrenching deaths like Neji's sacrifice. Number 61. Some fans felt the war arc was too drawn out or had too many twists, but others loved that it brought closure. Naruto finally earned the village's full respect, the past Kage got their moment, and more. The anime did pad it with quite a bit of filler, including an alternate dream sequence for each character under the Infinite Tsukiyomi, which, while interesting, like seeing Hinata's ideal world where Neji lived and Naruto loved her from the start, further prolonged the war on TV. All told, the Fourth Shinobi War stands as one of the most ambitious undertakings in shonen manga, a single battle involving practically every named character. By the time Naruto and Sasuke have their final clash after the war, both the characters and the audience feel like they've been through a gauntlet. And maybe that was Kishimoto's plan, to make us experience the exhaustion and catharsis of ending a long conflict and finally seeing peace on the horizon. Number 62. One of the most debated twists in Naruto is the introduction of Princess Kaguya Otsutsuki as the true final villain during the war. Many fans expected Madara Uchiha to be the endgame bad guy given his build-up, so when Kaguya suddenly emerged, literally bursting out of Madara after he was betrayed by Zetsu, fans were perplexed. Kishimoto has explained he introduced Kaguya to escalate the threat beyond Madara and personify the concept of ultimate power/corruption. But because she appears so late, with comparatively little backstory or dialogue, some felt she was more of a plot device than a character. Critics described her as a final boss with no personality, in contrast to the richly developed villains before. Even the Naruto anime team seemed to recognize this issue. They added extra flashback scenes for Kaguya, showing her life with humans before she ate the chakra fruit to give some context. Later novels and the Boruto series would expand on her clan and the motives, retroactively making her inclusion more significant. At the time of Naruto's conclusion though, Kaguya's arrival was a curveball. Number 63. On the plus side, her presence revealed the true origin of chakra and tied together the Sage of Six Paths lore, making Naruto and Sasuke literally the reincarnations of her grandsons. The final battle with Kaguya allowed Kishimoto to go wild with a dimension-hopping fight, something he couldn't have done with Madara bound by the usual rules. We got amazing moments like Kakashi's perfect Susanoo thanks to Obito's spirit, and Sakura punching a literal goddess in the face. Still, many fans wonder what a classic Naruto vs Madara showdown might have been like if Kaguya hadn't upstaged him. Number 64. Kishimoto stands by his choice, noting that he wanted a foe who was beyond any human ideology. Kaguya is more a force of nature, the source of chakra itself. In a way, she wasn't evil in the petty sense, she simply viewed humans as beneath her. This made Naruto's Takno Jutsu moot. You can't exactly reason with a primordial alien goddess. It forced a different resolution, sealing her away with teamwork and strategy. Love or hate the twist, Kaguya's introduction had major ripple effects. It set up the entire premise of Boruto, and it cemented the idea that Naruto's world, which started as a tale of ninjas, had grown to a mythic saga of gods and monsters by the end. It was a bold, if controversial move, much like the final spicy ingredient thrown into an already bubbling pot. Number 65. The fourth war arc had its share of casualties, but the most prominent was Neji Hyuga giving his life to protect Naruto and Hinata. This was a gut punch to fans. Neji had been around since the Chunin exams and grown from antagonist to respected ally. Kishimoto later revealed a narrative reason. Neji's death was written to play Cupid for Naruto and Hinata. In a 2015 interview, and in the manga's bonus info, Kishimoto said Neji's heroic sacrifice, where he shields Naruto and Hinata from a barrage of deadly wooden spikes, was meant to bring Naruto and Hinata emotionally together. It's after Neji collapses that Naruto grasps Hinata's hand, a significant intimate gesture, and vows not to let any more friends die. This hand-holding is essentially the moment that Naruto reciprocates Hinata's long-held feelings, even if subtly, and it was catalyzed by Neji's dying words about Hinata's devotion. Number 66. On a thematic level, Neji's death is powerful because he was a character who once believed in absolute fate, but he chose to defy that fatalism and die for his friends, an act of free will that proved his old caged bird philosophy wrong. It poetically completed Neji's arc from bitter fatalist to someone who placed his faith in Naruto's dream. Number 67. The fact that Naruto named his son Boruto, which means bolt, is a tribute to Neji, which means screw. A bolt secures things in place, much like Neji's resolve held the allied forces together at a critical moment. Boruto carrying Neji's namesake also symbolically means Neji's sacrifice bolted Naruto's family together, literally leading to the next generation. Many fans were shocked and saddened by Neji's death. He was the first Konoha peer of Naruto's to die on screen, but Kishimoto felt it was necessary to show the real cost of war and to push Naruto and Hinata's relationship forward. In the end, Neji, named after a spiral, or screw, helped tie the knot in more ways than one. Number 68. Naruto and Sasuke's rivalry builds to two legendary showdowns, at the end of Part 1 and the finale of Part 2. Kishimoto always knew their relationship was core. He said the real climax of Naruto is Naruto versus Sasuke. Indeed, he decided early that the manga would end with their battle and reconciliation. However, he toyed with different ideas for how that final fight would conclude. In one interview, Kishimoto mentioned he considered a more sentimental ending, possibly Naruto and Sasuke literally shaking hands or hugging after beating each other down. In the end, he went for the powerful visual metaphor we got, both lying on the ground, arms blown off, their blood mingling as their outstretched hands almost form the seal of reconciliation. It's effectively a blood brother pact. Kishimoto noted that in a way, it was them holding hands without either having to say sappy words. Originally, he thought about a double KO where they physically clasp hands, but found that too straightforward. He wanted something more symbolic and dramatic. Number 69. There were rumors from secondhand interview summaries that at one point Kishimoto thought about killing Sasuke or Naruto in the final battle for a truly bittersweet ending, but he decided against a tragedy. Naruto is ultimately a hopeful story. Number 70. Kishimoto drew two versions of the final fight's climactic moment in storyboards, one with a clear-cut winner and one with the mutual loss of limbs tie. He obviously went with the latter, but the anime team at PRO said Kishimoto's original roughs for that chapter were some of the most intense visuals he ever produced. The waterfall of blood and the imagery of them mirroring the Valley of the End statues was all carefully planned. After the fight, the two spend time recovering together, something the manga skipped straight to epilogue, but a novel reveals Naruto wrote Sasuke a heartfelt letter while Sasuke was traveling after the war. Number 71. Fans sometimes debate who actually won that last fight. Officially, it's a draw, but Naruto likes to say he was holding back to save Sasuke, and Sasuke concedes defeat in spirit. What's clear is Kishimoto wanted them truly equal in the end, two halves of one whole. The final shot of Part 1 is Naruto and Sasuke reuniting their headband halves, which is beautifully poetic considering how Part 1's fight ended with Sasuke scratching Naruto's headband. So while Kishimoto did consider several ways to conclude their saga, from tragic to soft, he nailed the one that felt right. A hard-fought harmony born through blood, tears, and years of chasing each other. It's why that friendship resonates so strongly with fans. Number 72. At the war's climax, Naruto and Sasuke receive Six Paths Yin and Yang seals on their palms from the Sage of Six Paths, Hagoromo Otsutsuki. These seals, Naruto's sun-like Yang on his right hand, Sasuke's moon-like Yin on his left, are the keys to sealing Kaguya, but they're also loaded with symbolic meaning. Throughout Naruto, Kishimoto played with yin-yang imagery for Naruto and Sasuke. Naruto, associated with the bright orange of his chakra and his hopeful personality, embodies the sun, Yang, active, positive energy. Sasuke, with his dark hair, Chidori lightning, and brooding nature, embodies the moon, Yin, passive, reflective energy. Their signature moves even reflect this. Naruto's Rasengan is a spiraling sphere, circular like the sun, while Sasuke's Chidori is a piercing line, sharp like a crescent. Number 73. In their final battle, Naruto's ultimate Rasengan is powered by the positive emotions of all shinobi, Yang power, and Sasuke's Indra's arrow jutsu is powered by dark chakra collected from the tailed beasts by force, Yin power. When these collide, the explosion literally creates a giant yin-yang symbol on the ground. The Aftermath crater at the Valley of the End has a spiral pattern with two blood pools where Naruto and Sasuke lie, resembling the yin-yang shape. The fact that Naruto loses his right arm and Sasuke his left in that clash is symbolic too. Each is now physically incomplete without the other. In a sense, Naruto carries a ghost limb of Sasuke's dark, and Sasuke carries a ghost limb of Naruto's light, showing that they complete each other. Number 74. After the war, Naruto's missing arm is replaced by a Hashirama cell prosthetic, wrapped in bandages, notably white like yang, whereas Sasuke refuses a prosthetic, choosing to live with the loss as atonement. His missing left, the yin side, symbolically remains unrestored. Number 75. Let's not forget their Sages of Six Paths ancestor story. Naruto is the reincarnation of Hagoromo's younger son Ashura, who represented perseverance and love, yang traits, and Sasuke is the reincarnation of the elder son Indra, who represented power and talent, yin traits. By cooperating to seal Kaguya, Naruto and Sasuke finally reconcile the ancient feud of Indra and Ashura, uniting yin and yang back into one. The sage literally says they achieved what he and his brother did against Kaguya long ago. It's mythic stuff. Kishimoto basically made Naruto and Sasuke the sun and the moon of his world. And fittingly, in the series epilogue, Naruto as Hokage is often shown with the sunlit Hokage monument behind him, while Sasuke becomes a wanderer often seen under moonlight. Number 76. Naruto's popularity led to a total of 11 official movies, 3 during the original series timeline, 7 during Shippuden, plus 1 Boruto film. These movies are generally self-contained what-if adventures that don't alter the main story, so they're considered non-canon or alternate continuity. They often had Kishimoto's involvement in concepts or character designs. The very first movie, Ninja Clash in the Land of Snow, features Team 7 on a mission protecting an actress who's actually a princess in hiding. Fun fact, Kishimoto made a special one-shot manga chapter, sometimes called Naruto Chapter 0, Mission Protect the Waterfall Village, to tie into this movie's release. It was a prelude where Naruto's team chases down a thief with a heroic rogue ninja from Hidden Waterfall. That one-shot showed off a new setting and even introduced the idea of Hero's Water, but it wasn't animated in the movie, it was more like a bonus story. The first movie's success, debuting number 1 in Japanese box office for its opening, set a pattern. Nearly every year until 2015 saw a new Naruto movie. Number 77. The second movie, Legend of the Stone of Gelel, ventured into semi-sci-fi territory with a pseudo-knight villain and a mysterious energy stone. It stands out as one of the few times Naruto has knights and even giant armored soldiers, giving a very different flavor. Kishimoto wasn't deeply involved in that one, but he did provide some early art. Number 78. The third movie, Guardians of the Crescent Moon Kingdom, has Naruto and co escorting a prince and features a circus. Notably, it was co-written by Tetsuya Nishio, the anime's character designer, which is why the animation and designs in that movie are a cut above. Number 79. Jumping to Shippuden era, Shippuden's first movie was simply titled Naruto Shippuden the Movie, and teased Naruto dying in its promo, marketing hooked fans by showing a prophecy of Naruto's death. Spoiler, he doesn't permanently die, it's a fate averted by the film's end. Number 80. These movies often introduced a one-off girl character Naruto befriends, leading to the joke that each movie has Naruto's new girlfriend of the year. Number 81. Kishimoto's direct involvement increased for later films. He even said he felt some plots, like 2009's The Will of Fire, could almost be part of the manga's story. By the final 2 Shippuden movies, Kishimoto took the creative helm. The movies also featured some of the coolest animation set pieces. Studios often saved their best talent for these feature films. For instance, Bonds has an aerial battle with Sasuke and Naruto fighting side by side that fans love, and The Lost Tower sends Naruto back in time to meet his father Minato. While not canon, these films expanded Naruto's world, exploring places like the Land of Snow, the Land of Sky, or an alternate Genjutsu reality, and they're full of what-if scenarios. Number 82. The movies also often gave supporting characters the limelight. Will of Fire centered on Team 10 and Kakashi. Blood Prison is a darker story about Naruto in jail where even Shikamaru and Sai show up. The movies were a playground to see our beloved characters in stories beyond the manga, sometimes dramatic, sometimes outrageous. And as an added bonus, each theatrical film was usually accompanied by a funny short feature before it, like the chibi Naruto vs. Konohamaru, the burning Chunin exam. These movies stand as a testament to Naruto's immense popularity. Few series get so many films. They were an annual dose of high-quality Naruto action to tide fans over between major manga arcs. Number 83. Naruto Shippuden Road to Ninja is a standout film because Kishimoto himself provided the story concept and character designs. The movie throws Naruto and Sakura into an alternate reality created by Tobi's Genjutsu, essentially a what-if world where the lives and personalities of everyone in Konoha are flipped. It's a treat for fans loaded with Easter eggs. In this Genjutsu world, Naruto's parents are alive. Minato and Kushina never died, sealing the Nine Tails, but Sakura's parents died as heroes, so Naruto gets to experience parental love, while Sakura feels the loneliness Naruto knew. Also, many characters have opposite personalities. Hinata is aggressive, brash, and a bit seductive, a far cry from her shy self, with fans dubbing her Dark Hinata. Sasuke in this world never had a tragedy, so he's a playboy celebrity who shamelessly flirts. Shikamaru is a doofus, Kiba prefers cats to dogs, and so on. Kishimoto clearly had a blast exploring these flipped personas. He even finally showed Sakura's parents, Kizashi and Mabuki, on screen. The main villain is Menma, an alternate version of Naruto who has the Nine Tails' dark chakra, essentially evil Naruto, complete with a black version of the Rasengan. Kishimoto designed Menma's look and loved the idea of Naruto facing himself infused with Tobi's ideology. What's fun is that the Akatsuki in this world are actually good guys, hired by Naruto's parents to help him. So we see Itachi, Deidara, and more acting heroically, but still with their quirks, like Itachi being a polite, helpful guy. Kishimoto's involvement meant that the movie nails the character's core despite all the changes. It also emotionally hits home. Naruto gets a taste of life with his mom and dad, making it bittersweet when he has to leave that illusion behind. For Sakura, walking in Naruto's shoes gives her deeper empathy for him. Number 84. Road to Ninja was a massive success in Japan, setting a new box office record for Naruto films at the time. Fans often consider it one of the best Naruto movies because it feels closest to canon, given Kishimoto's direct hand. The movie's theme song, Yume, You and Me, by Asian Kung Fu Generation, even became an anthem for Naruto x Sakura fans due to its duet-like lyrics about understanding each other. Whether you watch it for the wild AU shenanigans or the heartfelt family moments, Road to Ninja delivers. It's basically Kishimoto's own big-budget fanfiction, and he said he was very pleased with how it turned out. Number 85. As a bonus, Kishimoto drew a special spin-off manga chapter for the movie's promotion, showing a funny date scenario with Naruto and Sakura, adding even more depth to the film's premise. Truly a mirror world adventure only Kishimoto could craft. Number 86. The Last, Naruto the Movie, holds a special place as the first film set firmly in Naruto's canon timeline, taking place after the manga's end and filling in gaps before the epilogue. Kishimoto supervised the story closely and provided character designs, billing it as the Naruto love story he couldn't fit into the manga. Unlike previous movies, which were mostly action-centric, The Last is a romantic adventure focusing on Naruto and Hinata's relationship. It's set about 2 years after the war. The plot involves the moon falling towards Earth due to Toneri Otsutsuki, who also kidnaps Hinata's sister Hanabi, intending to marry Hinata and claim the Byakugan. Naruto, Hinata, Sakura, Sai, and Shikamaru go on a mission to stop this, with Naruto slowly realizing his feelings for Hinata along the way. Kishimoto, who admitted he's not great at writing romance subtly in the main series, used this movie to finally show Naruto transitioning from oblivious to in love. We see touching scenes like Naruto recalling all the times Hinata was there for him, and literally knitting the red scarf of fate that connects them, a scarf that is a central symbol in the movie. Number 87. All of Team 7's grown-up designs are refreshed for The Last. Naruto sports a snazzy black jacket with an orange Uzumaki crest. Hinata has her cute short haircut and lavender cardigan. Sakura's in a red coat. Kishimoto wanted them looking more mature and stylish. He even joked that he drew Naruto more handsome now that he's about 19. The animation quality is gorgeous, especially in the romantic scenes under the full moon and the climactic Naruto-Hinata team fight against Toneri on the moon's surface. And yes, the last gives us Naruto and Hinata's first kiss, floating in the ruins of Toneri's palace with the moon shining behind them. For many fans, that kiss was a long-awaited joyful moment, confirming the series' main couple in a beautifully cinematic way. The movie ends with a montage of Naruto and Hinata's wedding, something that the manga skipped. Number 88. The last was marketed as Naruto's final story, and indeed it bridges Naruto to the next generation. It was extremely well received, becoming at the time the highest-grossing Naruto film. Kishimoto expressed satisfaction that he could finally depict Naruto's more vulnerable side, being a dork about love, and Hinata's inner strength coming out fully. Number 89. Interestingly, the last reveals that Naruto's whisker marks are from Kurama's chakra exposure in Kushina's womb. Plus, it adds detail to the world, like villages having tech advancements, like portable game consoles, which Boruto plays in a credit scene cameo. The last is a heartfelt epilogue that gives Naruto's personal life closure. The hero saved the world in the manga, and here he gets to save and win the girl. It's an essential watch to see our knuckle-headed ninja finally become a man in love. As the tagline said, the last episode, the first love. Number 90. Released in 2015, Boruto, Naruto the movie was both a farewell and a new beginning. It was a blockbuster in Japan, grossing nearly $40 million, a record for the franchise, and served as the launching pad for the Boruto sequel era. Importantly, Masashi Kishimoto took a very active role. He co-wrote the screenplay, spearheaded character designs, and supervised animation cuts. By his own accounts, it was an exhausting but rewarding process. Kishimoto joked that after this movie, he felt freed from a great burden, as it truly marked the end of his 15-year non-stop journey with Naruto. The film's story focuses on Naruto's son, Boruto Uzumaki, and Sasuke's daughter, Sarada Uchiha, as new ninja while Naruto is now Hokage. The plot covers Boruto's participation in the Chunin exams and the surprise Otsutsuki invasion, Kinshiki and Momoshiki, during the finals, resulting in an epic battle where Naruto and Sasuke team up in god-tier fashion. Number 91. This movie essentially adapts and expands what later became the beginning arcs of the Boruto manga and anime. Kishimoto poured a lot of thought into Boruto's character. He specifically made Boruto different from young Naruto. Boruto is a prodigy but a bit spoiled, and resentful of living in his dad's shadow, the opposite of Naruto's lonely, hard-knock upbringing. This contrast was purposeful to explore a new angle, the generation born in peace and privilege struggling with its own problems, like living up to legends. Number 92. The movie delivered on fan service. Seeing Naruto and Sasuke fight side by side as adults against Momoshiki was a dream scenario. Their coordinated taijutsu sequence was animated spectacularly. Also, all our beloved characters are now parents, and the movie has fun with that. Sasuke awkwardly tries to mentor Boruto, and Sakura blushes when she realizes she might have a crush on Boruto, like her mom did on Sasuke. The emotional core is Boruto realizing how much Naruto truly loves his family. Kishimoto included that as a way for Boruto and new fans to understand Naruto's journey. Number 93. This movie ended up more canon than most. Its events were later adapted in the manga with some differences and almost verbatim in the Boruto anime. So unlike previous movies, this one wasn't an alternative story, it was the story going forward. Number 94. Kishimoto said at the premiere that he could finally watch Naruto's world continue as just one of the audience, like a proud grandfather. He even drew a special manga one-shot featuring Boruto and Naruto training, handed out as a theater bonus. Boruto, Naruto the movie, stands as Kishimoto's passing of the torch moment. He gave his blessing to the new generation and then stepped back for a while to rest. It beautifully ties the past and future. We get closure, seeing Naruto fulfill his dreams, and then we get excitement, seeing Boruto vow to carve his own ninja way. For fans who grew up with Naruto, watching this movie in theaters was emotional. It really felt like the end of an era, sealed with Naruto's own smiling face in the credits saying, "Thank you." But of course, the saga continues with Boruto, showing that the will of fire is never extinguished, it's simply passed on. Number 95. Naruto's adventures haven't been limited to the page or screen. They exploded in the video game world too. Since 2003, there have been over 50 Naruto video games across various platforms. Number 96. By 2012, Namco Bandai announced over 10 million Naruto game units sold worldwide, and many more have sold since. The games range from traditional fighting games to RPGs and even online MMOs. Early hits included the Clash of Ninja series on GameCube and Ultimate Ninja series on PlayStation 2. Number 97. Perhaps the most famous are the Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm games from 2008 to 2016 for PS3, PS4, and Xbox, developed by CyberConnect 2. These Storm games are beloved for their gorgeous cel-shaded graphics, they look like interactive anime episodes, and epic boss battles with quick-time events that recreate and sometimes amplify iconic fights from this series. The Storm franchise became a must-play for fans. By Storm 4, you had an enormous roster of over 100 characters, including multiple versions of Naruto and Sasuke, all the Hokage, Akatsuki, and more. CyberConnect 2 even collaborated closely with Kishimoto for certain original things. Mecha Naruto is one funny example. This robotic Naruto debuted in the game Naruto Storm Revolution as a what-if character with a whole mini-story of Hinata befriending Mecha Naruto. Kishimoto loved the concept so much he drew Mecha Naruto for the game, and the anime later featured Mecha Naruto in a filler episode. Another exclusive was Shisui Uchiha's Susanoo, debuting in a game before being seen in anime. Number 98. Outside of Japan, an interesting entry was Naruto Rise of Ninja for Xbox 360, made by Ubisoft in Montreal, a Western-developed game where you free roam around Konoha and reenact the early arcs. It was notable for featuring the English voice cast and introducing a semi-open world Konoha with parkour elements. Number 99. On handhelds, there were gems like Naruto Path of the Ninja, a turn-based RPG on DS that let you assemble a team and go on an original story. Let's not forget the Bazaar. A 2006 Japan-only game called Naruto Konoha Sports Festival was basically a collection of ninja-themed minigames, including a hilarious ramen eating contest. Number 100. In mobile gaming, Naruto shines as well. Titles like Naruto Blazing and Naruto X Boruto Ninja Voltage have been popular gacha games, with the former running for several years. Number 101. Of course, Naruto's presence in crossover games is significant. He's a playable character in Jump Ultimate Stars, the Nintendo DS Shonen Jump crossover fighter, and more recently in Jump Force, where realistic model Naruto fights alongside Goku, Luffy, and more. Perhaps the wildest crossover is when Naruto, with Kakashi, Sasuke, and Sakura, show up in Fortnite, something Kishimoto certainly never imagined when drawing Chapter 1 in 1999. Seeing kids flossing as Naruto or Team 7 wielding guns in Fortnite was surreal, but it speaks to Naruto's global impact. Number 102. Naruto's world has even leapt off the page and screen into the live stage in Japan, showing the franchise's versatility. In 2015, the first stage play adaptation, Live Spectacle Naruto, opened and amazed audiences by bringing ninja battles to life. The production combined elements of musical theater, acrobatics, and magic tricks to recreate Naruto's story. The actors performed choreographed fights with wire fu for those epic mid-air ninja leaps and clever stage effects. For example, to portray Naruto's shadow clone jutsu, they had identically dressed actors pop in and out or use synchronized projection mapping. The play covered the Land of Waves arc through the Chunin exams, and even included Gaara's battle. And yes, it was a musical. Characters had solos and group numbers that surprisingly fit, Orochimaru singing an ominous tune while snakes or dancers in bodysuits writhe around, for instance. The actor Kodai Matsuoka, who played Naruto, perfectly embodied Naruto's spunky mannerisms and even cut his hair to match Naruto's spiky look. Fans were particularly impressed with how they did Zabuza and Haku's fight on live stage with limited space. It involved a lot of cool lighting and slow motion choreo to simulate jutsu impacts. The show was such a hit that it spawned several sequels. One covered the search for Tsunade and Sasuke retrieval arcs, and another covered the Shippuden Kazekage rescue and Sai's introduction. These plays toured internationally too, with performances in China and planned ones in other parts of Asia, though some did get cancelled or delayed. Audience members reported that the experience was like 3D Naruto. Number 103. In 2019, Naruto entered the world of Kabuki theater, which is a traditional Japanese stage art. A Naruto Kabuki play starring popular Kabuki actors Bando Minosuke as Naruto and Nakamura Hayato as Sasuke was performed. It blended Kabuki's stylized acting and costumes. Imagine Sasuke with Kabuki face paint representing his curse mark, with Naruto's story adapting the Zabuza arc and the final Naruto vs Sasuke battle. Critics and fans praised it for creativity, and the Kabuki production was indeed titled Naruto, enshrining our once mischievous manga boy as a part of classical theater repertoire. Number 104. Ever wanted to walk through Konoha yourself? Naruto's world has been brought to life in theme parks. In 2019, an attraction called Naruto and Boruto Shinobi Zato opened at Nijigen no Mori Park on Awaji Island, essentially a Naruto theme park area. It features a replica Hidden Leaf Village street. You can see the Hokage Monument, 11 meters tall with the faces sculpted in rock, Ichiraku Ramen, a real ramen shop you can eat at, and life-size statues of Naruto, Sasuke, Kakashi, and more. There are 2 missions visitors can take, named after the Heaven Scroll and Earth Scroll from the Chunin exams. The Heaven Scroll attraction is a 3-story maze and obstacle course inside a big building, like a ninja training dungeon where you have to climb, crawl, and complete physical challenges, culminating in reaching the top where a monumental Hokage rock structure awaits. The Earth Scroll mission is a scavenger hunt through the village and surrounding forest. You solve riddles to find 7 AR spots representing the 7 chakra natures. Use a provided tablet or app to scan them, and if you succeed, you collect enough chakra to save the village and get an ending story scene. It's quite immersive. One moment you're deciphering a code in a shinobi letter, the next a wild projection of Orochimaru might pop up to taunt you. Number 105. By night, the park has a spectacular light show. Projection mapping on the Hokage Rock and forests show scenes of Naruto's life and even battles. It gives the place a magical atmosphere after dark. Fans of all ages dress up in Konoha headbands, sold at the gift shop of course, and some even cosplay fully to enhance the fantasy. Number 106. Not in Japan? Don't worry, Naruto's going global in theme parks too. In 2023, it was announced that Parc Spirou in France, a theme park inspired by comic characters, would be opening a Naruto zone in 2024-2025, the first Naruto-themed park area outside Japan. Number 107. Universal Studios Japan has featured Naruto in its limited-time Cool Japan events multiple times. In 2019, they ran Naruto x Boruto Ninja Hidden Leaf Village, a mixed-media live show plus XR ride where guests watched a short live performance of Naruto and Boruto fighting bad guys with real actors on stage and special effects, then got on a virtual reality ride that simulated running through Konoha and battling a giant summon creature together with the characters. Can you imagine sitting in a moving theater seat, VR goggles on, while Naruto throws a Rasengan at a kaiju-sized Kurama in front of you? Those who experienced said it was like being in an episode. Universal Japan even sold exclusive Ichiraku ramen popcorn buckets and had shinobi-themed food during the event, like Chidori black curry. All these attractions show how Naruto has transcended just being a manga and anime. It's a world you can physically step into now. Number 108. Naruto is packed with subtle Easter eggs and references that dedicated fans love to spot. For instance, many character names are tributes or puns. The Sannin we discussed come from folklore. Kakashi means scarecrow. Orochimaru literally has the common male name suffix maru added to Orochi, which is big snake, so his name is literally Mr. Big Snake. The Uchiha clan's name is a play on Uchiwa, meaning paper fan, and indeed the Uchiha crest is a fan, symbolizing how their fire jutsu can fan flames. Number 109. Speaking of which, that fan symbol itself is an Easter egg. In early chapters, the fan was drawn right side up on Uchiha clothing, but later Kishimoto drew it upside down consistently. Fans debate if it was a mistake or a way to differentiate Sasuke's crest from the clan symbol on the Nakano Shrine. Number 110. Then there's the number 106, an infamous running gag tied to Lady Tsunade. In Jiraiya's novel research, and later when Kakashi decodes Jiraiya's last message, it's revealed that 106 is code for Tsunade's bust size in centimeters. This little detail was confirmed in the databook and has been a tongue-in-cheek joke about Tsunade among fans. Number 111. How about size name? Sai is a term used in Japanese painting for colorlessness, apt for a character who starts off emotionless and literally uses black ink paintings in battle. Number 112. When Kishimoto introduced Sound Village Ninja in the Chunin exams, he named them after musical terms: dosu, zaku, kin. A dosu is a slang for a kind of knife, but sounds like do, re, mi, do, su. Zaku sounds like zaku zaku, the onomatopoeia for cutting, but some think of Zak as in Zakk Wylde the musician. Kin means metal or harp. Number 113. The frogs on Mount Myoboku are all named after famous actors. Gamabunta is named after Bunta Sugawara, a Japanese actor known for Yakuza films, reflecting the Toad Boss's gruff gang boss personality. Gamaken after Ken Takakura, another actor known for stoic roles, and Gamahiro for Hiroki Matsukata. It's a theme. The Toads are old Japanese film stars. Also, Jiraiya's summon, Fukasaku, is often called Pa and his wife Shima, Ma, an homage to an old comedy duo, Ma and Pa Kettle perhaps, or simply as frog elders. Number 114. The Shinobi Alliance headbands in the war have the kanji for shinobi on them, but eagle-eyed fans noticed it's stylized exactly like the logo from the Naruto first series title. They literally put the Naruto logo's shinobi kanji on everyone's head in the war. A meta Easter egg of sorts, as if the whole world united under Naruto's own banner. Number 115. Do you recall the scene where Temari is asked by Shikamaru for her name after the war? In Japanese, she teasingly says, "My name is Temari. Don't forget it," a mirror of the line Shikamaru said to her way back during the Chunin exams prelims. These kinds of parallels, not exactly Easter eggs, but callbacks, are peppered throughout, like Naruto handing a popsicle to Iruka in Shippuden, just like Iruka once did to him in Part 1, or Kakashi reading the exact same page of Make-Out Tactics for years. If you freeze frame, it's the same text. Number 116. For hardcore fans, Kishimoto also included little inside jokes in chapter covers and promotional art. One chapter cover has Team 10 dressed as cowboys with a sign in the back listing their birthdays. Another has Naruto and Sasuke in gangster outfits with the numbers on their hats being their databook stats. Number 117. In chapter 700, the final page shows the end with Naruto's Hokage facescape, but if you translate the little characters written in the Hokage monument kanji, it spells out "thank you." Kishimoto literally chiseled a thank you to the readers into the final artwork. Naruto's world is rich with these touches, some for humor, some for heartfelt symmetry. It means with each reread or rewatch, you're likely to discover a new layer, like noticing that Toby's mannerisms early on were a red herring to hide his true serious persona. The more you look, the more clever nuggets you find, making the series rewarding to revisit over and over. Number 118. Among Konoha's younger generation, the trio of Ino Yamanaka, Shikamaru Nara, and Choji Akamichi form Team 10. Their teaming isn't random. It's actually a long-standing tradition known as Ino Shikacho, a term which comes from a winning card combo in the game Hanafuda, where boar, deer, and butterfly cards together score big. Interestingly, each clan's name corresponds to those animals. Ino means boar, Shika means deer, and Cho means butterfly. Even their clan symbols reflect this. The Yamanaka have a boar, the Nara a deer, and the Akamichi a butterfly. And of course, their signature abilities can be metaphorically linked to those creatures. Number 119. The Ino Shikacho trio go back generations. Their fathers, Inoichi, Shikaku, and Choza, were also an Ino Shikacho team in their youth under the third Hokage's leadership. We see them coordinate as adults during the war, Shikaku giving orders, Inoichi telepathically linking minds, and Choza tanking enemies, perfectly in sync. This tradition is something Kishimoto likely included as a nod to Japanese culture. Hanafuda combos are famous thanks to a Yakuza-themed manga trope as well, and of course to flesh out the world's sense of history, showing how clans have long-standing alliances. Number 120. It also explains why Ino, Shikamaru, and Choji were so comfortable together from day one. Their families are extremely close. Remember in the Chunin exam when Choji instantly agreed to fight alongside Shikamaru, saying, "I'll follow you wherever"? That trust comes not just from friendship, but a familial legacy. Number 121. Asama's knives that he gives Shikamaru later have the kanji for the flying swallow on them, but fans joke that they should have been inscribed with Ino, Shika, and Cho, given how proud he was to lead that trio. Number 122. In the real world, the Japanese Self-Defense Forces nicknamed one of their units Ino Shikacho because of Naruto, showing real life imitating art. They were a communications unit, akin to how the trio combines to communicate and strike. Number 123. By Boruto's time, another Ino Shikacho trio, Inojin, Shikadai, and Chocho, carries on the legacy, which shows how deep traditions run in Konoha. It's one of those subtle world-building elements that makes Naruto's village feel real and lived in, with its own customs and heritage beyond just the main characters' stories. Number 124. Let's talk about the creator himself, Masashi Kishimoto. A bit shy, immensely hardworking, and full of interesting quirks that filtered into Naruto. Kishimoto has an identical twin brother, Seishi Kishimoto, who was also a manga artist. He created 666 Satan, aka O Parts Hunter. Early on, some people accused Seishi's work of copying Naruto, not realizing they were brothers who naturally had similar influences. Seishi noticed that they grew up reading the same manga like Dragon Ball and Doraemon, so their styles and ideas often coincidentally overlap. Both had a character named Jiraiya by pure chance, one a hero, one a villain. They have a great relationship and a healthy rivalry. Number 125. Kishimoto's influences range from the obvious, Dragon Ball as we've mentioned, to the cinematic. He's a huge movie buff. He's cited films like The Matrix and Die Hard as inspiring him on how to pace action, and even referenced The Last Samurai for some battle concepts. He also loves Japanese history. Originally, he toyed with making Naruto a more historical ninja manga with shuriken and katanas in feudal times, but decided a modern twist would be fresher. Hence, you get TVs and burgers alongside kunai and scrolls. Number 126. Sasuke is left-handed. Naruto is drawn as right-handed. When asked why he made Sasuke a lefty, Kishimoto said it just felt natural because he'd unconsciously sketched sword poses in his own hand orientation. Number 127. Kishimoto got married in 2003, right around when the Naruto anime started. He famously apologized to his wife in a comment in Shonen Jump saying, "I'm sorry I couldn't go on honeymoon because I'm too busy." They eventually did though. He took her to Italy years later after Naruto ended, which he mentioned in an interview with a relieved smile. He also had a child during the serialization, which is partly why Naruto's theme of the next generation, and Naruto becoming a dad in the end, feels genuine. Kishimoto was experiencing fatherhood himself. Number 128. In terms of work ethic, Kishimoto was a notorious workhorse, drawing 19 pages a week, plus color spreads, plus supervising anime or movie stuff. He'd often sleep only 3 hours a night and admitted at one point during the Pain arc he was near burnout, barely seeing his infant son. That's why after Naruto ended, he took a well-deserved break, though he soon tried a sci-fi manga, showing he just can't stop creating. Number 129. Kishimoto is also known to be very humble and self-critical. He's said he was never fully satisfied with how he drew female characters and romance, which is why he made extra effort in the last movie to do Naruto and Hinata's love story justice, and was glad that the film team helped in that regard. Number 130. Fans also love Kishimoto's little author comics in the first 3 data books, where he depicts himself as a kind of chubby, swirly-haired character. In one, Kishi plays hide-and-seek with Naruto and co. Number 131. When Naruto was reaching its finale, Kishimoto was invited to New York Comic Con 2015. He was stunned by the thousands of fans who greeted him. He said he realized for the first time how big Naruto had become outside Japan. Number 132. What started as a humble manga in 1999 has become a global phenomenon, arguably one of Japan's biggest cultural exports of the 21st century. Just in terms of numbers, the Naruto manga has over 250 million copies in circulation worldwide as of 2022, across dozens of countries. It's one of the top 5 best-selling manga ever. In the mid-2000s, Naruto was a flagship title that spearheaded the anime boom in the West. In the US, when the anime premiered on Cartoon Network's Toonami in 2005, it became an instant hit. Kids were shouting "Believe it" on playgrounds and tying forehead protectors around their heads. Number 133. Naruto graced the cover of Shonen Jump USA magazine multiple times, and the manga volumes frequently hit the USA Today top 150 book sales. In 2006, Naruto won a Quill Award for Best Graphic Novel. Number 134. Over in Europe, France absolutely adores Naruto. Over 30 million volumes sold there alone. You'll find Naruto merchandise even in French supermarkets. Number 135. Naruto became so mainstream that famous athletes and celebrities name-dropped it. NFL player DeAndre Hopkins did a Naruto run celebration after a touchdown. NBA star Steph Curry snuck a Naruto reference onto his custom shoes, and actor Michael B. Jordan unabashedly professed his Naruto fanhood, even collaborating with Coach to design a whole Naruto-inspired streetwear line. Number 136. The Naruto run itself became an internet legend. In 2019, a Facebook joke to Naruto run into Area 51 because they can't stop all of us went viral, leading to millions of people RSVPing and actual folks showing up in Nevada. One even Naruto ran behind a reporter on live TV, creating an indelible meme. The US Air Force had to officially advise against Naruto running at military bases. Yeah, that's a sentence Naruto's creator probably never imagined. Number 137. In anime conventions across the globe, group Naruto cosplay is a staple, and you can almost always find a few Akatsuki cloak wearers chilling in every crowd. Naruto phrases entered fandom lexicon, calling someone a weeb for running with arms flung back or saying databayo for emphasis even if you don't know Japanese. Number 138. The series also made Japanese concepts more familiar outside Japan. Words like chakra, jutsu, and sensei became known to millions of non-Japanese fans. Some even got interested in learning the language because of Naruto. Number 139. Academically, Naruto has been the subject of numerous essays and studies, from discussions of its portrayal of revenge and forgiveness to analyses of its Buddhist and Shinto symbolism. Number 140. Back in Japan, Naruto was recognized by the government's Cool Japan initiative as an ambassador of culture. There were Naruto-themed trains, Naruto postage stamps, and even Naruto exhibitions touring major cities. Number 141. Countless professional artists and writers in the new generation cite Naruto as a formative influence. The creator of My Hero Academia, Kohei Horikoshi, for instance, said he loved Naruto's emotional storytelling. Meanwhile, in a 2020 TV poll in Japan asking which manga do you want to show your kids, Naruto ranked number 1 overseas and number 4 in Japan, showing its multi-generational appeal. All these things underscore that Naruto isn't just an anime and manga, it's a pop culture pillar. Naruto himself, once a lonely fictional boy, is now as recognizable as any real-world celebrity or fictional character globally. Number 142. The legacy of Naruto isn't just in official numbers or products, but in the vibrant fan culture it spawned. During Naruto's run, especially in the 2000s, if you ventured onto sites like fanfiction.net, you'd find hundreds of thousands of Naruto fanfiction stories, by far one of the largest categories on the platform. Fans wrote endless alternative universes, romances, and what-if scenarios. This creativity was a testament to how attached people became to the characters. Number 143. On YouTube, Naruto AMVs were a phenomenon. You couldn't escape Linkin Park's In the End set to Naruto vs Sasuke fight clips, or AMVs of every character set to edgy rock or sentimental songs. These AMVs were often gateways for new fans to get intrigued by the cool fights and emotional scenes. Number 144. There's a heartwarming story of one anime convention where dozens of Gaara cosplayers held an impromptu Gaara group therapy in character, symbolically overcoming his loneliness by finding fellow Gaara friends. Number 145. As the internet meme culture grew, Naruto contributed its share. Believe It definitely became a meme, as did the endless cycle of Sakura's Cha, or the screen of Kakashi's 1,000 Years of Pain, which is basically a meme template now for surprising situations. Number 146. Fans have organized charity runs with Naruto theming, like a Naruto Run 5K to raise money while having fun in ninja cosplay. Number 147. When the series ended in 2014, fans worldwide held virtual candles and goodbye messages on forums. A popular slogan was, "Thank you for 15 years of our childhood, Naruto." Number 148. After the series ended, fans didn't let go. They celebrated the series' 20th anniversary in 2019 with projects like #Naruto20th on social media, sharing fan art, tribute videos, and cosplays that spanned years. Some cosplayers even recreated the cover of Chapter 1 versus Chapter 700 in cosplay form, showing Naruto then and Naruto as Hokage. Number 149. The phrase Will of Fire, once just lore in the manga, has become a motivational concept fans use in real life to encourage each other to persevere and be kind. Teachers have incorporated Naruto themes to connect with students, like discussing how Naruto overcame bullying and loneliness. Number 150. There are even YouTube videos of graduation speeches referencing Naruto's ninja way. Hard work beats talent when talent fails to work hard, reminiscent of Rock Lee's ethos. It's safe to say Naruto left an indelible mark not just as entertainment, but as a generational cultural touchstone. Its fans carry its messages and symbols into our lives, from wearing headbands at big life events to naming pets or even children after characters. Naruto started as a troublemaking kid in a story and ended as a global ambassador for themes of never giving up and believing in your bonds. The orange-clad ninja may have achieved his fictional dream of Hokage, but in the real world he achieved something arguably greater. He united millions of us across countries and cultures into one big ninja fandom, and that will carry on for many years to come. That brings us to the end of our 150 facts. Thanks for sticking around. Which fact is your favorite? Did we miss any major ones? Make sure you let us know down in the comments. Remember to like the video if you liked it and subscribe for more like it. Thanks for watching, we'll see you next time.